Have you ever been in an argument where you walked away asking yourself, why did I say that? Maybe you raised your voice, or made a personal jab, or sent a message you wish you could unsend. It happens. In the heat of the moment, our emotions take the wheel, and when they do, we lose more than just the argument. We lose control of ourselves. The ancient Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, they weren't strangers to conflict. They were betrayed, exiled, enslaved, and tested in ways most of us will never be. Yet through it all, they stayed grounded. They learned to handle conflict, not with anger or silence, but with strength, reason, and mastery. Today, we break down 10 powerful Stoic strategies that can change how you approach every argument, for good. 1. Look beneath the surface. Think of a conflict like an iceberg. What you see, anger, insults, sarcasm, is just the tip. The real issue? It's what's underneath. Someone might snap at you at work, and your first instinct is to snap back. But what if they're struggling at home? What if they're scared they'll lose their job? Epictetus said, "We are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them." So before you react, pause. Ask, what might this person be afraid of? Are they really angry with me or with something else? When you search for the root, you stop fighting shadows and start seeing people. 2. Ask, is this worth my energy? We live in a time where everything feels urgent. Every disagreement is an invitation to react, but not every battle is worth fighting. Seneca warned us, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." When you respond to every insult, every online comment, every passive-aggressive coworker, you scatter your focus. Ask yourself, will this matter in 10 minutes? 10 months? Is this about my principles or just my pride? Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is walk away. Not because you're weak, but because you refuse to be baited by what doesn't matter. Your attention is a currency. Spend it with intention. 3. Control the initial reaction. That surge of emotion you feel when someone disrespects you, that spike of adrenaline, it's real, it's chemical, but it's not final. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoic doesn't suppress their emotions, they observe them. They pause before they post, they wait before they snap, they take a breath before they bite. That pause, that tiny space between stimulus and response, it's where your entire character is forged. 1 second of restraint can prevent a decade of regret. 4. Speak with calm, not combat. It's easy to think being right justifies being rude, but the Stoics knew how you say something matters more than what you say. Seneca put it simply, "A quarrel is quickly settled when deserted by one party. There is no battle unless there be two." Try this instead of, "You're always selfish." Say, "I feel dismissed when I'm talked over." It's not weakness, it's strength with structure. The goal isn't to overpower, it's to be heard, to communicate with precision, to diffuse the bomb instead of triggering it. Calmness isn't passivity, it's control under pressure. 5. Appeal to who they are at their best. Every person believes they're a good person. They want to feel fair, kind, honest, even when they aren't acting like it. The Stoic doesn't shame them, they remind them of who they are. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." So instead of saying, "You're being a liar," say, "You've always valued honesty. That's why this surprised me." Now you're not threatening their identity. You're calling them back to it. You're not an enemy. You're a mirror. And people don't argue with their reflection. They respond to it. 6. Use humor as healing, not a weapon. Humor is powerful. Used well, it softens the blow. It diffuses tension. It reminds us we're human. Used poorly, it becomes another blade. Seneca warned, "A joke must never wound. It should warm." So use humor with care. A smile, a playful tone, a shared laugh over the absurdity of the argument. Say, "We've been arguing for 10 minutes and I don't even know what side I'm on anymore." If you can laugh with someone, even during a fight, that's not a weakness. It's a sign that connection still exists. And that might be the only thing worth saving. 7. Compromise from a place of strength. Most people see compromise as a loss, but the Stoic sees it as clarity. Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. That includes listening, letting go, finding common ground. A weak person needs to win. A strong one seeks resolution. Ask, what's really important here? Can we meet in the middle without compromising our principles? True power is choosing peace, not because you're scared to fight, but because you've already won the fight within yourself. 8. Let conflict reveal, not ruin. Every fight you've had has taught you something. The question is, were you paying attention? Marcus Aurelius journaled daily, not to remember who insulted him, but to reflect on who he was becoming. He said, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. So after a disagreement, ask, what triggered me? What part of me still needs healing? What would I do differently next time? Conflict doesn't always mean someone else is the problem. Sometimes it's your invitation to evolve. 9. Set boundaries without shame. Being a Stoic doesn't mean saying yes to disrespect. It means standing firm with dignity. It means saying, I won't be spoken to that way. I'm open to resolving this, but not while being insulted. Boundaries are not walls. They are lines drawn in the sand of self-worth. Epictetus reminded us, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit. Don't hand your peace to someone who doesn't know how to hold it. Respect starts with how you respect yourself. 10. Zoom out. You are not this moment. In the middle of a conflict, the world shrinks. It feels like everything is riding on this one moment, this one win, this one reaction. But the Stoics zoomed out. Marcus Aurelius wrote, soon you'll be ashes or bones, a mere name at most. At first that sounds morbid, but it's liberating. That fight, it's a dot on the timeline of your life. So breathe. Remember the sky above you, the future ahead of you, the stillness within you. This is just a moment. You are more than that. You are the one who chooses how it ends. So the next time conflict finds you, don't shrink, don't explode, don't retreat. Rise, pause, reflect, understand, communicate, compromise, grow. Because true strength isn't found in how well you argue, it's found in how deeply you understand, in how wisely you speak, in how gracefully you rise above. That's stoicism, that's mastery, and that's the version of you worth becoming.